Hey, welcome to Geek Speak. Appreciate you tuning in. So tell me, brother, what do you want to talk about?
Uh, we were talking earlier, and we had to put the kibosh on it about the McFarlane line series, toy line.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you've heard the news, but he's only going to have the license to the DC Comics toys for about another year.
Yeah, and it seems like he's hitting it really hard.
Yeah, buddy, if you want a Batman, he's got every freaking version of there is out there. So Mattel's getting it back. And a lot of people are concerned, and y'all let me know what you think. You know, that they're not going to be as detailed as McFarlane. But I think McFarlane's toys are somewhat overrated. They're not structurally sound, especially if you're really going to play with them.
Yeah.
They're kind of static. I'm really kind of excited to see what Mattel's going to do. Because Mattel's picking up the license. I don't know if
Yeah,
I
well,
mentioned
hopefully, yeah, you did. Well, hopefully they'll do. I mean, I'm not a DC guy, but it seems like they've made every DC character and every Elseworld character. I wonder if Mattel will keep them the same size.
No. McFarlane's been doing 7. Mattel says I think they're going to go back to the 6.5 or something like that.
Okay, yeah, I got to make it different.
Right.
Okay, so what do you think about fishing?
I'm okay as long as you got alcohol.
Now, I'm not talking about the Fishing. I'm talking about the Phishing.
Then I don't have a clue what you're talking about.
So phishing with a PH is where somebody sends you something online and they try to get you to click on a link.
Oh, okay.
And so our YouTube channel has actually been had a phishing attack lately. A couple of them.
Wow. Again?
So yeah. So one was we got offered to get a free microphone. Now the microphone is like top-notch microphone. It's made by TZ. I forget the rest of them, but I'll show a picture of it. But so anyway, all we had to do was like fill out this form. They're going to send us a free microphone, and then we had to review the microphone, use it, and tell how good it is. Now, I understand that some larger YouTube channels that they get freebies like that,
right?
And and when you've got a million subscribers, it makes sense that somebody would do that.
Right, you're actually they're helping you.
But this company is only making it. It's only making the
out.
offer. They're only making the offer to small YouTubers, which doesn't make sense. So what it boils down to is, I actually saw a video where a YouTuber fell for it. So he filled out the form, and they contacted him and said, "Well, look, we'll send you this microphone, but you'll have to pay for it. And then once you get it and give it a review, then we'll compensate you for it." So they overcharged him. They overcharged him for the microphone, and then when he did the review, they said, "Well, before we reimburse, you have to have 100 likes and 100 comments." And so, which a small YouTuber typically doesn't get. So it's geared towards small YouTubers. Because a larger YouTuber probably has a legal team to go after something like that.
Right.
But I mean, guys, if you don't recognize a number, don't answer it.
Right.
If you don't, don't ever click on a link. But so then so we had that phishing scam, trying to get, more than likely selling us a crappy microphone for little or nothing.
Right.
And so then we on our Facebook page, which our Facebook page is pretty much just, every once in a while we have information on there about what we're going to talk about ahead of time. But for the most part, it's just geeky memes.
Right.
I scour the internet for geeky memes that match mine and his humor, or especially mine, and then I post them. And so we have a 2O Geeks Facebook page. Well, I had a message the other day. It looked like it was coming from Facebook. Mm-hmm. It said you've had a copyright infringement. So you have copyrighted material on your page, and your page is going to be shut down in 5 days unless you click on this link and download this form and respond back to us. Well, of course I didn't do that. I'm an old man. I'm smarter than that. I ain't the smartest guy in the world, but I'm smarter than that. But I mean, it's just constant bombardment
everywhere.
I mean, last night before I was getting ready to go to bed, On my phone, I get a text that says, "Hey, you going to that party tomorrow?" You know,
Yeah.
and I mean, you know, or I'll just get one that says hi. And I mean, you know, you just got to ignore that stuff. But it's a shame it goes on. And but anyway, so watch out for phishing scams. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. But the whole microphone YouTube thing's been going on for a couple of years. First time we'd been hit. And so if you got a small YouTube channel, you know somebody does, just don't click on links. Don't click on links. All right. What else you want to talk
Good
about?
advice. Have you seen or have we talked about the Assassin's Creed Shadow?
We talked a little bit about it, but we can talk about it some more.
So I looked into it more. I guess means it's getting closer to its release date.
Yeah.
They, I didn't know that it was. You could play two different characters. You could play the
Yes,
samurai
male
or
or
the,
female.
or the
Yeah,
ninja,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I looked into it, and it's set about the time of like Civil War, the Civil War that was over there
In Japan.
Yeah, did we
Yeah.
talk about this? See, I'm old. I'm senile. I forget
No,
shit.
we talked. I mean, we just talked about how there was a controversy that they were making the samurai black
Oh, well,
because
that's
I mean,
probably why don't remember.
because the thing is, you know,
But
comic.
it's based after an actual person.
Yeah, it's
though.
based after a person that never was a samurai. But there was like one black dude in Japan and named
What
Yusuke. And
wasn't he given like the honorary?
no, he just cleaned sword. He was just a sword
Oh,
polisher.
shit.
No, seriously, that's it. But the thing is, let's be realistic. I'm a game company. I'm making a video game about ancient Japan. Wouldn't it make sense to make your male protagonist? I don't know. This is gonna sound crazy. Just I'm glad you're sitting down. Wouldn't it make sense to make him Japanese? I mean, that was
Well,
obviously your DEI.
You would think so,
crap.
but these characters are supposed to be descendants from this person that's in the future, right? And this person has always been a white male.
This genealogy type thing.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
So I can see that it's probably a stronger chance that it would be another race other than Chinese or Japanese or whatever. Okay. Anyway, what you
Anyway.
got?
But anyway, so we had a subscriber, Carla Purdom, and she contacted me and suggested that I try to watch a series called Arcane. It comes on Netflix.
Okay.
So it's an animated series. And she said her teenage daughter had talked her into watching it, and she enjoyed it, and she thought I should try it out. So I tried it out, Carla. And it's based on a 2009 MMO called League of Legends.
Okay. I've heard of
And
that.
so the animation was, I mean, I think if I was a teenage girl, I would have really enjoyed it. But as you can see, I'm not, and I didn't enjoy it. I would say on a scale from 1 to 10, I would give it probably a 5, maybe.
So do you
Maybe a
think
5.
it's because it's geared towards younger women?
I think it's geared toward youth, period. I think it's period. I mean, for me, personally, it had all the men were either villains or weak, and it had a lot of strong female characters. And to me, a lot of the older people had problems, but the young people had it together. I mean, to me, it's your typical teenage fare that you see nowadays.
Okay.
It wasn't for this old man. But having said that, if I was a teenage girl, I'm sure I would have a Arcane poster on my back of my door. So what else you want to talk about?
So today, what is today? 22nd, right?
Something like that.
Something like that. So today, you'll enjoy this. It's William Shatner's birthday.
Oh man, he's 95?
94.
94?
He's 94.
Yeah.
Born in 31. Y'all do the math, let us know. But today's also, and I know you're not big into musical, today's also Andrew Lloyd Webber's
Who's he?
birthday.
I've heard the name.
So he's the guy that come up with Joseph and the multicolored, was it Magic Coat? Jesus Christ Superstar, Cats, Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
School
You're a
of
big
Rock.
Phantom's Opera fan.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So today's his birthday. I think he's 77.
Yeah.
But yeah, today's happy birthday, guys.
Cool. Awesome. All right. So let's see. What else are we going to talk about? Let me give you the final word on Cobra Kai. So we actually had a Karate Kid Cobra Kai video.
Right.
And then I talked about in a previous Geek Speak about how the last few episodes of Cobra Kai I'd watched was horrible. I actually had to watch them in 15-minute increments because they were so stupid. I can only take so much stupid. But I watched the last 5 episodes, and they were fantastic, near perfect.
Okay.
Every character arc got wrapped up good. It was fantastic, and I suspected what was going on, and now I feel almost certain of it. Every season had 10 episodes.
Okay.
The last season had 15, and it was right after the writer's strike. So my guess is that Netflix came to them and said, "Okay, guys, we want 15 episodes," and they're like, "Yeah, but we've already written these, and they're 10."
Right.
And yeah, I know, but we want 15. Yeah, but we've already finished writing them, and they're 10. And so they're like, "Here, let me write you a check." And they're like, "Okay, yeah, I could do 15." And so them 5 episodes that I said was so bad were right in the middle.
So you think
So
they just squeeze them in
they had
there?
their beginning story and they had their ending story, and then they just put a bunch of crap in the middle like a Twinkie. And so
You think maybe they were checking the waters to see if maybe they could make it into a series?
No, I mean, it was already a series. It was already on like 6th season, I think. But yeah, I mean, the thing is that...
Is there going to be a 7th?
No.
Okay.
They wrapped it all up. It's all done. They're finished, and those guys are going to move on to something else. So, having said that, the series as a whole, great, fantastic. There is those 5 episodes in the last season that's rough to get through, but I was really tickled to death with it. I meant to go to Indiana Comic-Con, but something come up and I couldn't.
Called weather?
And, yeah, weather. And my granddaughter went, and she got to meet Mary Mauser. My granddaughter Madeline got to meet Mary Mauser, who played Samantha LaRusso on there. She was just so happy, and I was kind of down because I didn't get to go, but then seeing that picture of her and how happy she was.
Well, that's cool.
So yeah, that kind of made up for it.
That's
so,
neat.
anything else you got? No. Comic book recommendation.
Yeah.
All right, so Dungeons and Dragons Infernal Tides is what I'm reading now. Now, this is one of many limited series written by Jim Zub for IDW. And so I'll put a list up of the reading order and the different limited series he's had. But it follows the same bunch of guys, Shandy and Kaleido and Minsk. And so each limited series, they like level up.
Okay.
Level up. So it's an adventuring party, and they go on different adventures, and they get stronger as they go along. And Jim Zub, he's writing Conan right now by Titan, which is one of the best comics out there. And so, but yeah, if you like fantasy, if you like D&D, definitely pick these up, and you will like them.
Cool.
All right, so are you done?
I'm done.
Okay, I think we're done. I appreciate you watching. Please give that like button and thumbs up and subscribe down there in the corner, and stay geeky, my friends. Thanks.